Hello, welcome to another ECS recap. This is for days 7 to 9. We had a lot of matches between Immortals, Ghost and NRG, so that's a lot of what we'll be talking about. Firstly, Luminosity, they look very promising in the first couple of weeks, but they've started to slow down a bit today, James, and we have actually them dropping a map to Ghost, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, that was a surprise. They didn't really get much going on the Inferno, which was the map they dropped to Ghost, which was worrying because we saw some good progression, especially with the new lineup of Luminosity, and wanted to see some consistency, but Ghost kind of broke that with the victory on Inferno. And
speaking of inconsistency and just problems, Immortals, obviously, they're in a bit of a shambles at the moment, I think it's fair to say. However, today they were actually able to take a convincing map of Overpass against NRG, which, again, was unexpected, frankly.
Yeah, NRG, a team who are known for having a lot of things lacking strategically, but I think that's a big win for Immortals because, obviously, they're in a transition period now, and they want to avoid relegation. So every victory is going to be huge for them, trying to stay out of that bottom two.
And speaking of the bottom two, as far as the top goes, I mean, Cloud9 had an amazing situation, where they stood to leap up the scoreboard, being able to face, an Immortals that is weakened. You have a situation where they're able to also get a DQ win over Renegades, and then they play the next game against Renegades, and it's sort of an easy result for them. So they just made so much in the way of points.
Yeah, they got 4 from 4. Good for their round difference as well to get a default win. So it was a good day from Cloud9. They were never going to lose to an Immortals in this shape. Just too much power on the C9 side. So it was a great day for them.
And moving over towards the European region, not too much to report. We didn't have too many European games this last few days, but the story is that generally FaZe and Astralis, they dominate. They are so far just crushing everyone. We had an Astralis win over VP 2-0, and FaZe crushed NIP 2-0. Again, NIP looked a bit promising, but then they sort of dropped off mid-series.
Yeah, both matches, they kind of ran out of steam towards the end. The hyper-aggression from NIP, which is cool to see, but it seems to be on all the time, especially on Mirage, and that does eventually run into problems. Double orbs proved very expensive, so they had a good showing from FaZe, but you would have hoped it would have been better and maybe had a potential to, but ultimately wasn't.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for our recap of days 7 to 9 for ECS Season 4 Europe and North America. We'll see you for the next one.